people actually laughs. I'm not kidding.
Just spamming the keyboard.
No, they spam GLKSAAS. Exactly that. Yeah,
There you go, folks. That's how you become a Chilean and how you laugh as a Chilean. Spam
the Chilean. Yeah.
JLKAS over and over.
Glass, 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 glass. That's pretty much how you laugh in Chilean.
Also, it's kind of interesting that I'm able to pop onto the commentary with you here, Juan. Given that a little bit later today.
Better not talk about it. I was commentating with Halogen early on the morning.
You've had the whole US experience then.
Yeah, it will be fun if somehow we get Gekido in as well.
Well, he's not exactly a commentator, so unfortunately I don't think that's going to be happening.
One getting all familiar with the enemy. This is what Juan's tactic is. His tactic is to commentate with as many Americans as he can, learn their opinions about each map, and then formulate a battle plan from what he learns. It's all part of his master strategy to go down in style. So, what do we think? Chile or Indonesia? Who's gonna win?
Man, such a hard call to make. Like, if Urusai does not show, 100% Indonesia. But if Urusai does show, I'll think it will be a really interesting match and a really close one. But I think Indonesia will still win it. That's my guess.
So, you're basically saying that Chile's only hope is Urusai?
Not his only hope, but they really need him. Like, if you have to choose between having 100% of the time, so 100%, like a double S in every single map,
Very
would
true.
you...
I mean, Urusai played incredibly great. So I can see where you're coming from, because last week, every time he got into a match, his accuracy was on point. Everything was, like, he was definitely their MVP. So not having him here would be detrimental to them. But I'm not going to call them out just yet and say that they don't have the consistency here, because anything can happen.
Yeah, it can happen. Like, I'm not calling the other Chileans bad or something. Actually,
no,
quite the
no.
opposite.
I never...
Like, I've been practicing with all these people because, like, I usually play with Brazilians and Chileans for that. Like, they practice multiplayer rooms. And I can tell that Bastian, Seva, and Walter Toro are three persons that are putting so much effort on this map pool, and as the same did in the group stage, actually. But the problem is that it's a little bit too hard for the skill level, so they might struggle a little bit this time around.
So
According to Arkaner, he's saying that Urusai is going to show after warm-ups, so that's not going to be a problem. I'm looking forward to this match because I think it's going to be one of the closest matches that we're going to have today.
I'm gonna go 5-0 to Indonesia.
Wow, that is bold. I feel like
I'm gonna follow the pattern that's
5-4.
been happening. There's a pattern I'm seeing, and I'm gonna follow it.
5-4
I will say
hype.
5-3 Indonesia.
No, 5-4 hype.
I'm calling the tiebreaker. It seems to be happening whenever I jump into commentary, and that's
actually
what I'm
true.
holding on to.
That's Daiki. That is exactly what I'm banking on here. You are a residential tiebreaker maker, so make it happen.
Let's go.
Please.
Especially since this is my tiebreaker.
Oh, that's true. It's your map.
Yeah, the first match was 5-0, then the second was 5-1, then 5-0, then 5-1.
Yeah.
So I'm going 5-0 for Indonesia.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I really do think that this is going to be pretty close. Even if it does become like a 5-0 or 5-1 blowout, I think each of the maps will be very close as well.
Oh yeah.
Based on like the skill distribution of all these players.
Like I said earlier, this was one of the matches I was looking for, as this one feels like it's going to be one of the closer ones. The rest of the matches that we have slated for today are actually really good matches, so this should be amazing. They also have Demi 2 as well. It looks like they're going to go ahead and warm up their players here. Oh no, there is.
Oh, there's some brain power.
I saw
There's
the
the brain
chat.
power.
I saw the chat, and he's
Why?
like, "Meanwhile, brain power."
Why not?
intensifies." And I'm like, "What's going on? Where's the
It's
brain
not
power?
brain
Look
power.
over."
It's like a switch. One person like goes brain power, and then all of a sudden, like everyone goes brain power.
Guys, I don't mean to be that guy, but it's not that great.
Adrenaline is pumping.
Trend
We have the
is
Oz idol.
fading.
I need to actually make my submission for that probably tonight.
I would say so, because submissions are almost done.
Yep, Sunday.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. That being said, it looks like we're getting into this match now. This will be our first warm-up. And you can see the country pride there, a little bit on the Chile side. I enjoy getting to see the anthems played during the World Cups.
Well, this is a metal cover, so it's not really the anthem.
Well, it's a metal cover of the anthem. It's close enough. I mean, this is a music game. I don't expect to actually hear the 100% anthem, like the official anthem, although we have heard those in the past. But this definitely fits the music game motif a whole lot better. Metal cover of it.
The difficulty name though is really fitting to the Chilean anthem.
See, for some reason, this is making me want to listen to U metal.
We actually see drops from Fee, Keffin, and Sebix there. Sebix dropping again. Demi 2 and Arkner holding very well. Xkagi
Gia also has that drop.
Yeah, Xkagi is the only one actually holding the full combo on Indonesia's side at the moment. But the accuracy is still high enough to keep the score over in their favor.
I think it's more because Sebex is really struggling with this song. He's already dropped down to like a 93, and he's just continuing to
Very
fall.
much so.
Although that is the end of the song already.
It's sad to lose your whole anthem.
Ooh. I'm not
Oops.
touching that one. I'm not even touching that one.
And I'll hashtag blame one for that.
Oh. But anyways, with the anthem being mobbed out of the way, Lono Master.
Long Note Master, let's go. I wonder if we're going to see picks skewed towards long notes on Indonesia's side.
Probably yes.
I feel like that's going to be a thing.
That could be a very well-educated guess. I don't know, maybe. And then the warm-up's long note master.
I don't know, maybe I'm a little bit paranoid.
You probably are, I think.
The pun. Daiki, we need to talk more. all the time, every day.
Don't worry about that. It'll happen if it happens.
Oh man, Sadek saying that they're a little too cold. I would definitely consider some hand exercises really quick before this thing gets going. Definitely take part in both the warm-ups. If
What
you
do
got
you do
cold
about
hands,
the meeting?
the cold hands are like that's like kryptonite to any rhythm game player. It doesn't matter what game mode you're in. You got cold hands, it's not a good idea.
Definitely. I think I was actually talking to someone a little while back about just like physicality of rhythm games. Like, yes, there's like a major physical part, but a lot of it is also like kind of involved in how comfortable you're feeling and how mentally prepared you are. Because like while a lot of players can just like kind of zone out and just hit patterns, like if you really focus, it drains a lot. It's very draining, and I don't know. You just need to be focused and need to not be distracted while you're playing.
See, the only problem I come into with that is when I focus too hard, and once I get over a certain threshold, I become a nervous wreck. And that's the scary part. Like,
Well,
I
yeah.
give major props to anyone that plays in these World Cups. I mean, yeah, they might not be champions, and some might get knocked out early, but the fact that they come up on that stage and they play and they perform as well as they do is just amazing. Because, like I've said numerous times before, anything over 1,000 combo, I become a nervous wreck. I literally, like, once I hit over
Definitely.
1,000, I look down at the.
Well, that's
Yeah,
that's the good thing about Mania, because in B1 long notes have like a lot of combos, so you don't really mind too much.
you wouldn't think you'd mind too much, but it don't matter to me. It's just 4 digits freak me out.
I think it's more that, like, if you come from the other key modes, you hardly hit 4 digits unless it's a really, really hard map. But in Mania, it's actually, like, pretty common, I think, to hit 4 digits, especially the way that long notes, like, rack up your combo. And combo also doesn't matter as much in Mania. So, like, when you see those large numbers in the other key modes, you're like, oh god, my score's really big. And then you, like, choke.
Drop. And
But
then
in
Yep.
Mania, it's more like you choke and it's like, oh, I lost like maybe 0.5%. That's okay. My run can still continue.
yeah, and that's the best part about Mania is, you know, even when you drop or you lower your accuracy a little bit, it doesn't really feel as it's as detrimental. But on a grand stage like this, even the tiniest accuracy drops are just not great. And Sabek's not really having any type of fun with these long notes as his accuracy.
The whole
What are
Chilean
these
team
notes?
is not
What?
having fun at all.
What
Our
are
Kakur
those
only
long
one on their
notes?
side, holding the S. Meanwhile, in Indonesia, all of them above 98 now.
That is absolutely crazy.
These
As-
inverse walls.
Yeah, you can definitely see that Chile is not in the long note section here, and this warm-up is kind of a great strategy on Indonesia's side, as now that they know that the Chile side is not very good at long notes, their map selection for this pool is almost laid out in front of them with just this
Pretty
warm-up.
much.
I mean, oh, that is
Oh
very
man, this section
unfortunate.
looks so hard. Look at those mini long notes.
That's oodles and noodles right there. And unfortunately, Sabek's just not being able to hold those noodles at all. Combo constantly dropping there.
He's hitting everything very late, and I think it might be because of his very fast scroll speed, but I'm not entirely sure.
Well, yeah. Also, reading long notes is quite hard, so it's quite
yeah.
frequent that you hit everything late.
But yeah, like, over the clouds, we have Taekwondo, Strav,
Nightfall.
like, plenty of long note songs. Nightfall, yep.
Well, we already know the outcome of this match. I just forgot. Chile is that team that plays every single time the tiebreaker.
Yeah, very much so.
Everything is pointing on a tiebreaker now.
I feel like we're most likely going to get a match that doesn't have any breaks. So, like, I feel like each team will know what they're strong at, and they'll pick those. And the match will just go from there. And I'm excited right now.
Yeah, until someone breaks, suddenly it ends on a 5-3, but
Or a deadly sneeze. Arkner, on the Chile side, the only one holding in the 90s, the higher 90s. Zeniku is kind of breaching the 90s, but falling a little bit. But Indonesia is absolutely scary at this point. Everyone around 98 to 99%. Long notes, definitely their cup of tea moving into this round of 16. Chile's definitely going to have to make their picks count and pick very strategically around what they're strong at. And
well, it's also worth to point out that this level of long note difficulty is nowhere as near as close as round 16. This is so much harder. So even though we might see that Chile struggles a little bit when it comes to long notes, they might not perform that badly when it comes to the map pool. Not only because they had 1 week of practice, but also because it is quite easier. Like, the only map that I can see them having big issues might be Taekwondo, but the other ones are not really that impossible. Like, maybe the accuracy
maybe
will not be that
otherwise,
top.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but one, what you're failing to mention here is that this mentally is not something you really want to go into. I mean, look how bad Sabek's tanked there. that can only mess with you right before a match. And I mean, strategically, that was probably a great pick on Indonesia's side to get in their head. As it's just warm-ups, I know it doesn't count towards points, but mentally being crushed that hard is not something. I mean, look at the score difference there. And that right there can be enough to put the seeds of doubt into another team, and that might be what Indonesia was aiming for.
Although Urusai hasn't stepped in yet to be
Very true.
97-point roll.
Nice roll, man.
Let's see what Chile can pull out.
Oh, that was
93.
close.
Oh! Yo,
They
this is gonna be close match. Close match incoming confirmed.
We got some high rollers here.
Oh, you went for the easy one. Deadbeat, no.
Okay, let's see what Chile decides to ban, and I'm pretty sure it will be Taekwondo, but like if it's not Taekwondo,
Then it's Strong. Otherwise.
no, I think it will be Nightfall, but
Really?
Strav can also be. Over the clouds, maybe, but I don't think though.
Very learnable, I think.
Liy Fatal is also a map that might.
I feel like very
some
leans
bells.
towards Chile more
Yeah.
because
Like I will say this.
oh, they banned Nightfall. Okay.
Told ya.
Have a trade-off.
But I will say this, like Liy Fatal and Ceno Break are those maps that both Indonesia or Chile can pick, and they
Yeah.
will fail miserably if they do. Like, if Indonesia picks Liy Fatal because it's long nodes, they will probably lose. And if Chile picks Ceno Break because it's consistency and accuracy, they will probably lose as well. So, I think this match can go to tiebreaker if those two teams avoid those two maps. Because I can see like Chile winning on Trick Stars, winning in Snow Drive, Calamity Fortune, Rewrite Nightmare, but I can see Indonesia winning on Taekwondo, winning on Marble Soda probably, Over the Clouds, and probably Straf. So it will be a really important thing to pick smart.
Definitely.
So the ban will be Rewrite Nightmare from Indonesia, I believe.
Yep, yeah.
I
And
think
look,
that's a very
Urusai.
smart ban as well because I believe
Yeah.
Chile has much more consistency than Indonesia. And if
It's-
if I can attest, Rewrite Nightmare is a big consistency battle.
Definitely.
I like how
like,
Urusai.
it's a really good counter ban.
Yeah, I like how Urusai finally moved up to Chile. It's been in Indonesia for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's actually a very good ban on their side. This should be pretty interesting. I mean, as long as the picks are, you know, in their safe zone, this could be very easily a potential tiebreaker.
I'm knocking on wood pretty hard right now.
If it wasn't for a third player for Chile, I will say that they will have this match on their back because they have such an advantage with Urusai in Hard Rock and with Arcanaut as well. But Demito has a big issue when it comes to Hard Rock in general. And as I said, Ceno Break will be the
We'll
first
see if
map.
your prediction comes true as well. Indonesia picks up Ceno Break.
I
We'll
was
see
thinking
if Chile.
Chile.
will be able to Ceno Break that pick and take that point for themselves.
And now Chile picks Liy Fatali on the first map, and I'm just done.
And that'll be a fatal thing for them, eh?
Yeah. Oh my god.
I like this. We need this more. That being said, it does look like Dimitri is going to swap out here. It doesn't look like they want anything to do with
Raja.
it. Yeah, it doesn't look like they want anything to do with that Ceno Break, so they are going to switch in. And Juan has already called their team member that's coming in here, so we shall see them in just a moment, I do believe.
There's one thing I really want to say about this map, and I will say if Indonesia analyzed Chile as a whole, I can definitely see why they are picking this. This is a target against Urusai, and only against him, because this is the kind of stuff that Urusai has issues with. Like, for sure, he will probably steal 100% this if he is on a lucky run, but when it comes to slow jams, I can tell that Urusai has big issues most of the time.
And 1, this is one of those that has extended slowdowns. So,
Exactly.
you know, outside of that, this is basically an accuracy chart, which Ursai should have no problems with. But the slowdowns are something that he needs to look out for, and that's a very calculated call on Indonesia's side for a map pool selection.
Actually, it will be Walter Toro.
Okay.
That's a surprise.
Might be because, well, we know that he's very, very familiar with SVs, and he loves grinding those out. So maybe because of the slow jam.
Slow jam.
I will say Walter was mostly there for like Marble Soda pick, or I think Ceno Break is still a good map for him, but I think the other players will perform better.
Well, only
We'll have
time
to
will
see.
tell as we get into Ceno Break.
I
First
can
song
already
of the
see how
Chile
nervous
versus
he
Indonesia
is.
match. Oh man, dropping on the first note already.
All right, that's definitely going to give that early lead out there to Indonesia. But this is still anyone's game.
Yeah,
As
Uruguay
soon as we
dropping
enter into the
accuracy.
first slow jam.
Actually, everyone losing the double F on Chile.
Oh no, Walter, no.
Oh
there's
no,
actually
that's a
confirmed
really
drop.
bad break really early on.
Yeah. Very early drop. He can pull the accuracy back up though, but is there going to be a drop from Indonesia? That's the real question here. I mean, Fia's
Whoa.
still holding a double S at this moment.
Ursai
Ursai,
missing, I told
oh.
you.
Oh
Fia,
no, on
no.
the slow jam. Oh, Fia.
The slow
Still,
jam
scores are
playing
not
stupid.
that far away, but I don't know. Walter is recovering his accuracy though, and Race with a miss over there. That was a really weird one as well.
and that
And
jump
Chile
throw.
now has a chance. Oh man, this is going to be intense. Like the last section of the long nose might trip up some of the Chilean players as well, because they are not really that familiar with that kind of long nose in B2. But we have to wait and see. Score difference is not too big.
It's growing, and then he's just taking the lead back. Pretty far now.
Yeah, Walter is dropping his accuracy once again here in this denser section. But this is the point.
Very strong though.
Yeah, but this point, this long nose are quite tricky. We might see a drop here from Arcanet. There you go. And that will probably seal the deal for Indonesia. That will be a point for them. A miss from Race, but it's not going to be much. Walter Toro smashing the last section, finding a miss. And that will give the first point to the Indonesian side.
It looks like Chile is really struggling with those long notes.
Yeah,
Yep.
and the crazy part about this though is that the miss counters there's 4 confirmed misses for Chile, and then you have 3 for Indonesia. So there's not that big of a difference in that. It's just how it played out, and the accuracies do not lie, folks. Indonesia had that one in the bag. X-Kage, the only one actually holding a perfect for that match. Very well played, and the rainbow ratio is outright ridiculous. Very impressive play. Ursai actually making that rainbow ratio even smaller, which is scary, but that is Indonesia's point as we move on to the next one.
Honestly, I don't think
Trick
that
stars.
ratio from I don't think that ratio from Ursai was that good. I think he should have gotten a better one, but the slow jams are just too strong for him.
Well, that's what I meant. I mean, considering that was basically like the kryptonite pick you can pick for Ursai, he did pretty well, all things considered.
Yeah, that's true. But this is the kind of maps that Ursai will destroy. Trick Stars is definitely a map that favors Arcanet and Ursai, but the question is, will Seva be able to keep up that level of difficulty? I'm actually surprised that he's playing this one. I was expecting the veto.
Yeah, I don't see Indonesia having too many problems with this. It does not look like they went ahead and swapped out anyone either. So they seem to be pretty level-headed going into this one. If they can secure a second point, that will be a great foothold to take this all the way. But there's no guarantee here, as like you said, this is probably a stronger pick for Ursai and Arcanet. If Sebex can hold, we very well might see a point on Chile's side.
So what do you think, Daiki, here?
I don't know how well Civic is going to be able to hold on, and I think the whole entire match is basically going to be riding on the shoulders because I don't see Arcanar and Urusai having any trouble with Trick Stars, and I don't think Indonesia is going to be very much phased by this. Although Chile will definitely have the accuracy bonus because Urusai has stupid good accuracy on these kind of characters.
But well, let's see. I wonder if Race will be able to keep up the speed as well for Indonesia. So it might be a battle between Siva and Race because those two are pretty much the players to point out. But there we go. Time will tell. And we're starting with Trick Stars.
Yeah, I mean, out of the speed picks that they could have picked, this is probably the best one for Chile, as it's one of the harder maps speed-wise. There is up to 265 BPM streams here, and that is going to be very apparent. But as you can see, out of the gate, it does look like Chile has that upper hand advantage.
Civic's holding on very well.
Yeah, nice job there by Seva. But I'm worried about Fia. You're looking at his screen?
Yeah, he's already down to 99.5. And considering that Arcanar and Urusai are both holding the double S, and only Kagi, the only one on Indonesia's side holding that double S, that puts a okay lead, I guess, in Chile's side, although nobody has really dropped, so the lead is very minuscule, if anything, still. So it could still swing anyway with one keyboard nerf or anything. But that's nature.
And this is the point where we might see that happen because there is the time with a longer stream going on here.
Here we go.
Ooh, Sadek's actually getting a few 200s there. Kind of worried about the dropping there, but this is a long section. This is where the drops.
Scores a Pia makes a drop.
And that is going to be the first drop. That's definitely going to win in favor of Chile here. If they can just continue to hold on, Sevek's holding on incredibly well. Xkage and Ray's still holding on very well.
Sevek has actually less accuracy than Pia, and he drops, but Xkage drops as well, right at the
twice in a row. Now we'll give a huge lead to Chile, but Devax is dropping a lot of accuracy, and Indonesia will take it up, but a miss from Race just before the break, and Xkage with another one. Oh my god, they dropped it, they had it on their hands, and they still have the chance because Sevek's accuracy is just so much behind in comparison to the others.
But this is approaching the end, and there's not very much left.
We are at the very end of this song as it reaches its climax. Who's going to take it? The scores are incredibly close.
Here we go.
Last section.
Dropping a lot of 200s at the end, though.
Oh! And
not
it's going to
be
enough.
Chile. 13,000 points. It was a really close one at the end.
Very much so. It really all depended on where that first drop came from.
Look at Urusai's score. Please look at that.
99,999.
Excuse me.
Only 76.
Currently monster.
76 gold 300s. The rest is rainbow.
The only double S of this pick. Jeez. And Indonesia's gonna pop into Sounds of Summer. I'm guessing
I don't like that
maybe
pick.
practicing it. They have better accuracy, I guess. Or if they've been practicing Flashlight, I'm not entirely sure why they would go with this unless they think they have maybe a mod advantage.
I think they might target Chile's weaknesses when it comes to the third player because I don't think the three of them can handle Hard Rock. It might have to use one flashlight, probably from Seva.
I'm surprised they didn't go with Karakura Naui instead.
Well, the problem is that Indonesia might have problems with that map in particular. Sound of Summer is definitely easier in terms of Hard Rock, so that might be the reason.
Very much so. Have we seen Sound of Summer played with Flashlight at all yet?
With only Flashlight? We saw.
Yeah, we have.
Have we seen Flashlight Hard Rock, though, is the question.
Maybe.
Only Flashlight, you mean?
I think there's some of a flashlight.
There were some people who played only Flashlight.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we've seen any people brave Flashlight Hard Rock.
Oh yeah.
For any of these 3 mod picks.
Japan, Intelizer picked Flashlight Hard Rock on every single one. He played a warm-up with Flashlight Hard Rock, 100% it and missed at the last note on purpose. Just Intel things.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not 100% sure about why this one's getting picked so much. I mean, it is a good hard rock pick, but I totally do not mind it. I do like songs like this.
Is it just a song? Is it just a song?
It's
Deep Trot?
literally just a song, in all honesty.
Nothing else about it?
Nothing else about it. I mean, don't get me wrong, that stuff's all nice and dandy, but, like, really, I do.
I guess
really
you really do
songs
enjoy
like
the
this.
sounds of summer.
No, man, I wish the sounds of summer sounded like that. In all honesty, usually about what it sounds like is just cicadas screaming and hot. Really
Drunk
hot and
freshman.
cicada. Oh, no.
Via going flashlight hard rock on this.
Woo, that is
boy.
bold. Very
That is
bold.
risky.
Potentially, this is why Indonesia is picking.
Yeah, well,
Well,
you
sounds
asked
of
if they said flashlight hard work. Well, there you
some
go.
lack of-
Go what you
This-
asked for.
It's a really risky decision, though, I will say.
Very much so, but I mean, it's not a risky decision if they can walk away with it. If they can manage to pull off a decent accuracy and hold that combo, that score multiplier is going to be absolutely nuts.
Yeah, but I think that they will outbeat Chile in accuracy anyways, because the Mito is not that strong on accuracy with hard rock, so...
And that's what I'm saying, though. It's like, instead of just guaranteeing a win, why not? I mean, instead of just like trying to win, why not guarantee one? If FIA feels comfortable being able to do both the mods, that's a score that Chile really can't fight with, especially if Dimitu is going to have issues with the accuracy, which doesn't seem to be too much of a point right now, moving into about the halfway point of the song. It looks like Dimitu is actually holding a pretty decent accuracy at the moment. I mean, it's about 50.
Urusai!
Oh,
Urusai,
wow,
what is wrong
what
with
the-
you?
That was totally unexpected.
No.
See, here we're talking about Dimitu and Ursai drops, the one you feel would stay completely consistent. That is going to give Indonesia a huge lead. If it wasn't already huge enough, FIA is destroying this with Flashlight and Hard Rock at the same
My
time.
eyes are still on him though, because once we get into the dense part, there's massive potential to drop many 200s, and that could
Yeah.
lead to comeback. He's already hovering at a
Yeah.
97.
He's hitting too early, that's the problem. So he might rush the burst, the dense section a little bit, and that might end up causing him like misses and accuracy drops. The lead is like pretty big, but with Flashlight you can always drop a lot of accuracy instantly if you don't pay too much attention. As you can see, he's
Yeah,
dropping
there's
right
a
now.
lot of 200s. You probably wouldn't be able to see it on stream because of the judgments being hidden a little bit, but you can definitely see his accuracy percent starting to tank a little bit.
But that's
But
not
that
going to
will
be
end
enough.
with Indonesia's victory.
They played that one out very well. That is a crazy impressive score from FIA. I know that accuracy did tank quite a bit, but taking both those mods into there and pulling out a perfect is absolutely amazing. Chile did give it a good shot there. I can't believe Ursai dropping there really dropped the ball on that
Without
one.
those drops, I feel like that would have easily been like
Okay,
very close to Arcaner's score.
they are picking
Okay.
Liberi.
Liberi's
What?
incoming.
What is wrong with
Oh, yes, 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 yes. I love
First
this
time
song.
we're seeing this one being picked.
This is the first time. Oh, I feel so happy. I've been waiting for this. Like ever since I did the showcase for the map pool and I heard this song, I was like, oh yes, hype. The hype is real. I love this song. Final Fantasy VIII was one of my favorite games. Totally mad respect for Halogen mapping this, doing such a great job with it. It is evil. It is not the best type of map. Very hard to learn. Not hard to master once you've got it down, but it is kind of tricky to time. And now, this actually came from Chile, correct?
Yeah, I was
Yep.
expecting Indonesia to pick this, but
Yeah, most definitely. Like,
it makes
so,
sense for Chile as well, because it's probably the harder map of the pool. In my opinion, leaving the tiebreaker aside, this is the harder map of the pool.
yeah, I mean, this one is rough. And, I mean, obviously, it's fitting, in my opinion. This thing is really crazy. It's unpredictable. It has all kinds of different structures set into it. There are 1/6 burst sections. They'll require all types of mental fortitude to keep an eye on things and make sure you know what you're hitting. We could see very easily slip-ups here, guys, but this is the match to watch. This is one of my favorites. I'm sorry, I'm kind of geeking out a little bit. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Yes, indeed. We might see some crazy scores here, because I can see this map being back and forth battle with a lot of drops from everyone. I wouldn't be too surprised if we see Urusai dropping on this map, honestly.
Oh, I mean, if you're gonna drop
Indonesia
on
with the 2-point lead right now.
Oh, the hype getting before we even get into
Demitu
the
making a
main
really
song.
early drop.
Oh,
Arcner
that
as
is
well.
not
Demitu
good.
actually missing very early. This does not look good already. Although it
not
is
the right
very
pick.
early in the map, so
If they had problems with
We'll
that
see.
intro, I cannot see how they will perform on the end of the map, which is the harder
Oh.
part.
The end of the map is going to be absolutely brutal. If you're dropping near the beginning, that is not a good sign. Indonesia,
Xkagi being the only SS on the field so far.
Dude, if Xkagi SS's this, it will be amazing. We do see
Raise
a drop from
drops.
Raise there. Yes.
I like the build-up of hype that this music is bringing to the table. Like, it really fits the situation. Like, Chile trying to come back here.
You could say it's a squall. You know? Herder. But anyways, that being said, it does look like Indonesia still has the point advantage at this moment, but the gap is not very large. But I am a bit worried about going into the later section of this. Xkage still holding the double S, the only double S on the board at this moment.
Demitu's
Things are about
dropping
to heat up.
consistent 200s all over the place right now, and his accuracy
Yeah.
is dropping down to low 98. Compared to
this
Indonesia,
song-
who's at 99.5 plus, he's going to need to stick it into high gear if he
Oh.
really wants to
Yeah,
Well,
bring this
I mean,
back.
unless someone completely bombs the last section, like, I don't see Chile winning this.
ooh, Demi2 dropping right there, and it's only going to get harder. It looks
Xkagi
like
dropping his double S as well. Oh, two
Oh,
drops
yeah.
on the Indonesian side
Raise.
though.
3 drops. There
Xkage
goes all the
breaks
double
them.
S's.
Urusai breaks them.
Urusai as well. Arcner is the only man still standing, and there's no big accuracy tanks anywhere. Like, the Mito is behind 97%. That's the main reason, because Chile is not being able to come back here. Even when they have combo advantage and misadvantage, the accuracy from the Mito is just so low. And Urusai keeps dropping.
But he still has very high accuracy. Sia also dropping. Although there's still a 50,000 lead for Indonesia. So yeah,
Map is
unless
almost
someone
over.
really screws this ending.
You have to fail this ending in order to, like, reduce this. And there we go, race with a miss, but not going to be enough. 50,000
Indonesia
points in favor of
breaks
Indonesia.
the Chile pick.
Yeah, that was not a very. I mean, don't get me wrong, they all performed pretty well, but I can't believe Chile actually picking that one. Like you said, Juan, I felt like that was definitely an Indonesia pick. Probably not the best course of action that they could have done. They still have the ability to bring this back. There's still 2 points before potential win from Indonesia, so Chile really needs to step their game up here and secure
Although,
a couple points.
I feel like Indonesia's just going to jump straight into the long note picks. Like I see
Straf.
Taekwondo
well, I
Straf
mean,
coming up.
yeah,
Straf.
And then like what is Chile going to do? Like well,
exactly, Daiki. There's really, like, they put themselves in such a bad situation. I mean, now the ball's in Indonesia's court at the moment. They got the song choice, and as we already know, long notes are the name of the game here, and Chile's not performing too well with it, and they've kind of just left themselves open for an easy long note pick from Indonesia to just secure another point.
at the same time, anything
No,
still can
no,
happen.
No,
Kakur
Indonesia
Nawi
making
comes
the
in.
mistakes there. I don't think this is the long no pick they should go for.
I think it's fine, honestly. If Fia can like manage the hard rock flashlight again, then
I don't see that happening. I don't see Fia full combo in this with Flashlight Hard Rock at all. I think this might turn into backfire. Like, this map in Hard Rock favors Chile a lot more than the others, in my opinion. Like, it was
Sebe
a lot
coming
better
in.
to pick Straf, or maybe even Over the Clouds, or Typhoon Buri.
maybe over the clouds. I feel like Urusai and Arcanar definitely have plenty of experience with over the clouds, and Walter Toto probably grinded the hell out of that.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think this is a good pick for Indonesia. Like, this map is so hard to get a good accuracy on. The long rows are not even an issue here. Like, the problem here are the snappings, like the 1-6 and 1-8 that it randomly has. Makes the map really difficult to time with Hard Rock.
I think
So I would say that's
things
the
will be
problem.
definitely determined by what mods we see from Indonesia's side.
I think that if Fia risk a Flashlight Hard Rock score here, they will lose. But if they go with full Hard Rock team, they might have the chance. Because right now, I don't know if you understand Spanish, but Chile is actually discussing who has the better score on this, if it is Sevax or Bastian or Raja. And that probably means they don't really have a really good score on this. So
Fia
they risk
going
too
Flashlight
much.
Hard Rock.
Yeah, that sounds too risky, but let's see if it works out. Alright, we are ready to start with Karakure Nawi.
Some rustling before we get into the match. Fia overcoming the first barrier, which is hitting the first notes when playing Flashlight.
Well, but there he's hitting a bit early, as you can see now, dropping a bit to hundreds over there.
Zebex already dipping down to 98 though.
And Fia's at 97.
But at the same time, he's also playing Flashlight, so that does give him the edge on Zebex. Graves with an impressive 99.9 still with Hard Rock.
Urusai suddenly
No one
performing
else
a
catches
lot.
that.
Look at that score for Urusai, like he's not in his best day, I will say.
Fia's tanking though.
Yep.
Oh, the scores are starting to flash. This
Yep.
might be what Chile needs. That breakpoint is going to be so important because the next things are going to go into them, which could mean going right back to that tied up score. But we'll see coming into these later portions of the map.
Fia is still
That's
dropping
very far
accuracy, hitting too early, but Sevax is like somehow equalizing that score advantage because of his
But-
accuracy
Oh,
being so
no.
low. But oh, that drop on the long note.
And that actually brings the lead back to Indonesia, but it's still very close.
If Fia can just hold, I know the accuracy is low, but if they can hold and the combo stays maintained, they do have this in the bag. It's just, will they be able to maintain it? We're about halfway through the map now, so it's still anyone's game as the score is incredibly close. A single mistake on either side could, lead to either a victory or a crushing defeat for either team.
Like, I think Chile really needs this. If they can't get this, then
Well, seems
Yeah,
like
looking
Fia is
dire
actually
straits
hitting
for them.
better than before, so I don't really think Chile will be able to come back if this goes like this.
yeah, Zebex is actually dipping like right equal to Fia.
The question will be if X-Kagi and Race can hold the combo, same for Arcanet or Urusai, like as soon as someone breaks, the scores will start to flash once again, over and over. Urusai accuracy, even though it's pretty good, it's a little behind of what we expected, I think.
At the same time, both of those players breaking 900k, and Xkagi is actually the closest one to Urusai and Arcaner, but he's still only like 10,000 points behind. Really, it's Zebex's score that's really he needs to step this up now or never.
He doesn't have time, and he keeps dropping accuracy, 100,
Fia makes a drop,
200,
though.
Fia with the drop of combo, but the score difference is just too big. And at the end it will be Indonesia.
Indonesia will take their 4th point over Chile.
Yeah, that's quite unfortunate. Chile really needed that win to get back into the game here. Now things are going to be very dangerous for them as we're at potential match point. Indonesia might be able to swoop this one in really easy. And it looks like no time is being wasted from Chile, though. They already know what they want to play as they throw Snow Drive in there.
This is a
one
good
should
pick.
be interesting.
This is a really good pick for Chile, I think.
Well, they need good picks right now because it is match point for Indonesia.
Well, Chile already giving up a little bit, seems looking like Urusai is actually blaming himself for not playing at his best, but they still have the chance here. If they win this map, they will at least have that morale boost to maybe pull out a surprise victory against
I
Indonesia.
still believe in the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always believe in the
Like,
tiebreaker.
honestly, what Chile only needs is to break 1 point. If they can break Indonesia's point, they should be fine because they have this map which I believe they should be able to win without too many difficulties, and then they can go for something like Fascination Max or maybe even Calamity Fortune. Like, those maps are there and favors Chile a lot.
And
So-
definitely Twitch chat, get it loud, get it proud, show your support for who you want to see win. Do you want Chile to come up and take this point, or do you want Indonesia to get that crushing defeat? Get your voices out there, guys. Get the hype going. Chile needs it all they can, and Indonesia needs your support as well. Support the team you want to see win, and get that love out there.
Let me predict something. If Chile wins this map, I have the feel, I don't know why, that Indonesia might end up picking Marvel Soda. And if they do, I really hope that Walter Toro ends up putting a surprise and carrying Chile to the victory. That will be glorious. But we have to see. In order for that to happen, we need Chile to win Snow Drive. So let's see if they can actually pull out that victory. Because if they don't, they will be knocked down into the losers bracket. Oh, seems like the game
Seems
started
like
without Fia.
Seems like mistakes were made.
Xcavi with hidden? Okay.
Mistakes were made.
Huh.
All right, it does look like we're going to go ahead and abort that, get that all settled out properly. The match will not start, obviously, if there's not all 3 players in there. Buttons were pressed. Don't worry, guys.
2v3, this is exactly what Chile needs.
Yeah, definitely. I'm actually worried about like Xkagi with the hidden. That's actually interesting. I don't know, Fia seems like he disappeared for some reason, and now the race is replacing him. Or at least that's what it's looking to be.
Alright, and we should be getting going in just a moment, boys. As everything gets started, all the teams are lined in, and this is a very, very crucial point for Chile. As this could be potential match point for Indonesia. Chile really has to give it their all here and prevent this if they want to not see that loss now. And if the tiebreaker hype is real, and I know it is, we should see a very interesting match.
Alright, we're about to start, which is the longer map on the pool remaining, leaving aside the tiebreaker because Rewrite-Nightmare was banned.
Demi 2! Why are you dropping so early on?
I don't know.
He's missing too much. I'm sorry.
Too much. Which is sad because I didn't get that joke because for me it's the Mito, it's not the Me Too.
I said
yeah.
me too.
It's hitting too late. Demi 2 is hauling.
Yeah. There's too
Ooh,
many
and there is the drop there, and that's not going to look good for Chile at all, as Indonesia is still holding incredibly strong. 2 double S's from Xkage and Kevin at this moment. Kevin actually dropping that double S. Demi 2 dropping again, and that is not looking good for Chile, as I've stated before. As the score continues to climb in Indonesia's favor, unless we see a major flaw or choke from Indonesia, this might be it for them. If they can just stay consistent, they've got this in the bag.
The thing is that because this is a long song with a lot more notes, the score differences are going to be multiplied because each node is going to count for a little bit less score. So smaller score differences actually mean a lot more than on other sides.
Yeah.
All players holding their combos through that. Oh, Kevin
Nice.
just dropping after
Nice.
that.
Oh,
Demi 2 dropping right behind Kevin.
Nice.
Like, hey, it's okay, bud. I'll drop 2. That's not what needs to happen, though, Chile. Come on. You guys got this.
Kage Arcaner and Urusai still holding that double S though. Slowed. Oh, the SVs. I think everyone nailed that. There's a couple more coming up in the song that could be a point of contention to see if people drop during those as well. However, Ray's dropping. That was a very weird drop.
Yeah, that long note was like, what? How? Scores are closer, but yet not too close. Urusai dropping is 100%, same for Arcaner and X-Kage actually. No one is holding 100% still.
Yeah, the double S's are gone, folks, but that does not mean the fire is gone from either team. X-Kage holding an incredible combo.
Demichi dropping again though.
Oh, no! Demi 2, that is not going to be
Kevin
good.
getting
Kevin.
up on the SVs as well.
A lot amount of misses
Oh my
over
gosh,
there.
the scores are really
He's
close now.
actually closer now. But some accuracy drops from Demi 2 will not help. There's still one more SB remaining. In case that someone in Indonesia gets a miss on that section, that might be it for them. 7,000 points of difference. It's not that big of a problem. They were like 20,000 before. And this stream
there's a
might
lot
end up
of
deceiving everything. The
This
meter's
is
still
last
holding
quarter.
the combo and he's dropping accuracy though.
Ray's
Oh, Race
dropped
with a
that
miss. Actually, a big drop. And that was like,
now.
and now they're
They're
flashing to
flashing.
kill the lead
Taking
back.
the lead.
And if they keep this up, they will take it. Race made a huge drop over there, like 3 or 4 misses in a row with 200s. The meter's dropping accuracy, and that will give
Urusai and X-
Indonesia perhaps
Urusai
no
actually
drops
did
in
drop
the
there.
speed. Urusai and Arcaner still going with the full combo, and that is the
going
reason
close right
because
now.
Chile is on the lead. So close at the moment, it's like 2,000 points of difference. But this seems like it's
Urusai
still
makes a
Urusai! Oh my god, Urusai with the
Is that going
drop!
to matter though?
That is
Raze
unbelievable!
makes a drop on this.
Raze with another one,
the
Devito's well!
They're so close right
Oh
now.
my
Demi 2
god!
dropping his ball.
They're still on lead of Chile. Chile's still on the lead. They still have the chance. Urusai accuracy is going to be a main factor here, but they need to keep this up until the end. There's one more section and they is over. And oh my god, Chile got that one. I cannot believe it.
Oh, X-Kage
X-
drops it and
drop at
4,000
the end.
points of difference.
1,000
Chile
points
takes.
of difference. Chile is still alive. Somehow. We
Like that
don't know
wasn't the
why.
last way home. for
But
Chile.
Arcaner, with a full combo, managed to keep Chile alive. Oh my god. That was incredible. Such a comeback.
And that is going to keep them in here. We are now 2-4 in favor of Indonesia, and I do believe it is Chile's pick now. If they
Indonesia,
It is Indonesia's pick.
It's Indonesia's pick. I'm sorry
Chile
about that.
needs to break the. Chile needs to win everything.
Like,
they
here's
definitely-
the thing.
Win their own thing.
After winning like that, you definitely have the morale boost in your
There's
favor.
momentum exists
Yeah.
in these kinds of matches. Like, it's
It's-
not a
it's-
fake thing. Like, people can say, like, no, it's just like whoever plays better will always win. It's like, no, momentum's really big. Mentality, like I said a while back, is really big in these matches. Like, you can get tilted really easily when playing these kinds of games. And getting tilted and being a tiny bit off your game can make huge impacts on the final results of what you're playing.
Question now will be what Indonesia will pick because they should be shocked at this point. That difference, thinking that they had it on the back for so long, and at the end they choked so badly. Like, this should be a really hard decision now for Indonesia. They will
Yeah.
probably end up going for Taekwondo or something like that, but they might make a mistake, and that is a
Fascination
mistake.
Max.
I think that's a mistake. Fascination Max.
I think
Flashlight
this
Hard
is the
Rock.
easiest to flashlight hard rock, in my opinion.
Maybe I think it's a
My personal.
harder to
At the
time,
same
but
time,
some
like, Raze is probably tilted because those misses at the very end. Like that could potentially he could really be beating himself up. Same with everyone on the Indonesian team. Like maybe my small mistakes caused us to lose. And I like while that is like slightly true, but not really true, like what happened and like you can blame yourself all you want, but that's gonna get you nowhere. Like it's all like what you think and where you get
Mhm.
from your
This is
thinking.
the first time we're
You need
actually
to be
seeing
putting
this
yourself in
map,
better
I
places.
believe.
Just as a
Fascination
heads
Max.
up,
Yep, it's the first time we're seeing this.
this
I
is
think the only map has not been picked is Marble Soldier.
Yeah, the only map that hasn't actually been picked aside from this is Marble Soda, which is actually banned twice.
No love for Marble
Excluding
Soda.
tiebreaker. Excluding tiebreaker, of course.
I really was going to pick this game. Like,
But yeah, so now everything's either on pick or banned at least once. Only took 5 games. That's not too bad actually.
and there we go. Time to start with Fascination Max. Everyone with
hitting
Hard
the
Rock.
flashlight Hard
but
Rock
Fia-
again.
Yep. And I wonder if he will do well on this one. I can see him hitting the SBs too early, but that will be a thing that Fia has to hold. Like, it depends on him.
Oh my god, Fia tanking really hard at the beginning.
Not the right intro. Yeah, he's hitting everything
Oh
really,
my
really
God.
early. That's a bad sign. And as I
Temporary
told,
break.
this was not the best pick, I think.
I think he's recovering though, because the section's a lot easier and we're not having streams anymore. I'm worried about the long note section at the end. Yeah, I'm not sure how well he's going to be able to perform on those.
As you can see, Fia is hitting too early, as I expected in the SB section.
This section might also trip him up and make him tank a little bit.
He's not tanking that much. He's closely getting into the S rank. But still, everyone full comboing. Lead is on Chile's favor, but it's not a big one. It's probably one miss of difference.
I feel like all eyes should be on Demitu and Fia right now because they're the points of contention in this match, I think.
Yeah.
And really
and
what's
then-
going to be swinging the scores. In fact, Fia actually bringing it back. But this is the easy section.
Yeah, I can imagine the next section being a pain for Fia to time with the flashlight Hard Rock. Exactly this one. Let's see. Yeah, he's having a
Demitu
little
missing
bit of
as well,
trouble.
though.
Oh, that was a
and now Fia
huge
starts
drop.
to tank again.
Why was that drop from Denito? That was something. Fia is dropping
Fia
quite a bit
drops,
of
Raze
that.
drops as well.
Oh, drop his combo and Race as well. Oh my god, Fia dropped it a lot, but still Chile is not being able to keep this up to bring that lead back in the
I
favor.
think this is over.
And think this is
Yeah.
over as well, yeah. Oh, a disconnection for
looks
Arcanet?
like Arcanet either disconnect or lagged out.
Yeah, that is unfortunate, but I don't think that would have changed too much of anything at that moment in time. It actually looks like that was definitely a win on Indonesia's side.
Yep.
That score from Fia though is probably like I am pretty sure he can beat that score with no mod. So I don't think Flashlight Hard Rock was a smart choice.
At the same time, same with Demitu. Like he doesn't need to play Hard Rock, and I feel like he would have been able to get better than a 93.9 with Hard Rock off. And like all these decisions that you can beat yourself up over, but in the end, what's done is done. Indonesia takes it over Chile 5-2. And that knocks Chile into the losers bracket, where I don't know who they will play, if someone can say that.
They will play against Malaysia. So, yep.
Right, so yes, up next we do have a bit of a break, but we will be back around 6 PM with Brazil and Sweden, so
Brazil
Alright.
versus Sweden, then following that, Canada versus Poland.
Oh
and following
no.
that, for the final match of the day, we have United States versus Argentina. See you then, Juan Cristal.
Okay.
Daiki, we will see that match will be awesome. But yeah, we can do a quick recap before actually closing the stream.
Yeah,
you want.
and well, that also to be said. Also, I want to kind of get it out there that the team banners are available, guys. You can pick those up at the OS store or the link below down on Twitch to show support for your favorite teams. And remember, if your favorite team manages to win, you will be able to keep that banner held high just a little bit longer there. And the teams are available now. You can get it if you want to support Indonesia or if you want to support last year's champions, the US. You can do that too. Either which way, I'm not being biased, not in the slightest. But definitely go over there and check that out. Get yourself a banner. And remember, all proceeds to that do also go for the prize pool for our contestants. So that is awesome. And be sure to get a banner today. Or at least try to. I'm definitely going to pick up a US one. I think I'm going to do that right now, actually.